Get ready for some of the best sports talks and reactions on YouTube here at Mylk TV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mylk and Grizz once again, and now we're going to be talking about the 2026 to 2027 NBA playoffs predictions. We just did the hockey one, but now we're going to do the basketball, the association, the New York Knicks getting it done over the San Antonio Spurs, thanks to Dan Housen. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves an interesting season coming up here. I'm going to go ahead and say Western Conference. I think we probably have the same matchup. I think it's pretty, unless you throw in like the Nuggets. But I've got the Spurs and the Thunder. I think they run it back. What do you think?
I wouldn't even consider the Nuggets, really. Honestly, the only outside team looking in for me out of those top two is Minnesota and the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
Especially with their new revamped roster.
Yeah.
but yeah, no. We both probably have Thunder Spurs, which is honestly so incredibly boring as an answer, but it's just the reality of it and this juggernaut of a Western Conference.
Yeah, LeBron was the problem, and now the Lakers are going to come out of the way now. No, yeah, and Jokic is gonna be disgruntled and then hate it in Denver, and then Charlotte is going to trade 20 first-round picks to bring in Jokic, and he's going to come to Charlotte. I keep saying Carolina. All our teams are Carolina except for this one. But he's going to come to Charlotte, and then Charlotte's going to win the NBA Finals. Right. That's what we need. We need a center. Let's get the best one. But yeah, no. I know it's crazy, but it could happen. Like, we have a lot of capital to trade, so I don't know. We'll see. But Spurs and Thunder, the rematch. And I do have San Antonio winning again. Wemby's going to try his ass off. Especially if, like, Holmgren's there. Holmgren, because he hates that man. He wants nothing but pain and suffering for that man. So, he's going to try his best. So, I do have the Spurs winning it. And Spurs, I think they're going to have the mindset, I want more than the NBA Finals. And I think Wemby's a dedicated guy. They just kind of ran out of steam at the end. They're going to put a lot into this one. This one could go 7 as well, again. And maybe not letting De'Aaron Fox have the ball in the crucial moments as much as previously.
Yeah, no.
Maybe a little more Dylan Harper,
Maybe a little more Dylan Harper, but it was just. I also think that the Spurs are also going to get it done in that series again. I think not only does Wembanyama hate Chet Holmgren with like a passion,
right?
But I just think that I just don't think the Thunder have an answer for Wembanyama at the moment, because they could ask Chet Holmgren as much as they'd like. He's not really getting it done. Now, that isn't to say that maybe the newly drafted player that they got won't help, because they did just draft a 7'3" center, Ade Mara, from Michigan.
I was upset.
I was too, because how did you let him go to Oklahoma? And maybe Ade Mara is the answer to Wembanyama. I don't think so, because I think the only answer to Wemby is another Wemby. Like, he's so 101 that there is no answer.
Yeah. He's what a pro wants and what a pro needs.
That commercial was ran so much.
I know.
Was that during the NHL playoffs that we were seeing it? And
I think so. It was like 2024 or something.
Yeah,
it was all the time. I got annoyed. So annoyed with what a pro wants, what a pro needs. And it was just, oh my God, bro. That was when the start of like disliking OKC started. Not to mention though, SGA losing, I think it's good for business. I think it's good for business. I don't like his play style. I don't. I know some people are floppers, but my God, is he annoying to watch?
Yeah, I also just think Wembanyama is more of a more marketable brand of player. Not to say that SGA isn't as marketable, but you like you said, watching SGA play, you're like, my God, this play style is so it's frustrating. Not like it works. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, but it's frustrating seeing my OKC friends are gonna hate me for when I say that SGA is a flopper because I have like two friends that are Thunder fans and they're like he's not a flopper and it works and meh, meh, meh. The hard defense they play on him. They do play hard defense on him because he is a star, but also it's excessive and it's not. It's just not a. It's not an aesthetically pleasing play style to watch. Versus watching
Yeah,
Wemby, you're gonna see something new every single night,
right.
and hence why I think he's much more marketable than SGA just
Yeah.
for that reason alone.
No, I agree. I think that there's just so much difference, and I do like Wimby. I think he's a good guy. I agree socially with him. Like he's got a lot of social stuff. I love that he speaks up about. I just don't understand. Like SGA is just kind of like the flopping is just too much. I understand like getting an extra call in a crucial moment, but it's like constantly, and it really disrupts the flow of the game. It just it's not pleasing to the eye. It's good to the stats, I guess, but like I don't know. It's made me a hater of OKC, and I know that they're going to be good because they got crazy draft picks and they got crazy talent and they're young but I'm still going to pull for the Spurs in that one, even though I don't want them to win. That's just kind of what I have there, but
I
yeah,
was about to say if I had my personal pick of who I really wanted the Western Conference to be, I would much rather see Minnesota in the finals. I think Minnesota as a team in the finals would be honestly
yeah,
pretty fun to watch
I'd be fine with
because
it. I like Lamelo, of course, but
I mean, yeah, you like LaMelo, but having LaMelo and Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, like
yeah,
realistically speaking, LaMelo should be able to get everyone on that team easier looks. Like everyone should be getting easier looks. Even to the point of where like Anthony Edwards doesn't need to worry or concern himself as much with being a playmaker slash ball handler. Like that could
yeah,
just purely be LaMelo's job, and Anthony Edwards can just be that slashing scorer that I really enjoy him for being. He feels like a much stronger like Ja Morant to me,
mm,
but
yeah,
he's also a lot more talented than Ja, and like you know,
right. It will be interesting. Can anybody get over either OKC or San Antonio out of the West? Because, like, I mean, there's good teams there that I just don't think are good enough. Like Lakers, um, like you said, Minnesota. Like they have that. Minnesota will be interesting though. I am intrigued to see, especially if they stay healthy. We'll see how it is though. They gave up their best player, Naz Reid. That's the one question. That's total cope there. But I am I probably will be watching some Minnesota games. I do want to see what they do, but
I
I
I I think they'll
they
be
got
a
Josh
really
Green too. They got, if I'm not mistaken, it was Josh Green that we sent them.
roster.
I think it was Josh Green and
Yeah,
Lamelo.
Josh Green.
Yeah, I hate to
Josh
see
Green
that.
is also there.
Good depth piece. But we got Kobe White, which I'm good with that. We extend him, which is
Yeah.
don't know where we got him from actually, but glad we got him.
Gotta make fun of my fire sale that we had last year.
Yeah, well, thank you.
But and we
Yeah.
also sent Io DeSumo as well to Minnesota, which his and he have a 30-point performance against oh my god, I gotta remember. Oh no, I'm wrong. A 43-point performance against Denver.
Oh my. You know, just 13 points difference. What you're thinking there, but yeah, it's Spurs and Thunder, and then everybody else fighting for that. But I think Minnesota's a kind of close third. We'll see. We'll see though. I'm intrigued to see that. But Eastern Conference, I think it's kind of, I don't know. I'm interested to see what you have, and I'll tell you what I got. So what you got in the Eastern Conference?
I am buying all the hype right now, as much as I hate that sports market
Yeah.
and how close they are to me, because they're right there. But I have Knicks Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay. I have one team that's similar, and I have one different. This is one that he tried to predict mine earlier, and he got it wrong. So which team do you think I have between the Knicks and the Sixers?
I think you have the Knicks.
Nope.
You don't have
I don't have the Knicks. My Eastern Conference is the Philadelphia 76ers and the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
Yep. I got the Pistons and the 76ers. And I bought into the hype too. I mean, of course, when big trades happen like this, people are like, oh, somebody's injury prone. And I mean, that goes to every situation. It's like if Wemby got injured, then the Spurs would be in a bad spot. If SGA got injured, then OKC would still be all right. But it's like if a star gets injured, then for sure it's going to be tough for that team to do what they are doing. But like, I don't know, man. Pistons, good team. I don't like them. I think they have a good team overall, though. And then 76ers, LeBron, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid. I mean, the team is loaded. Jaylen Brown, right? I don't think we talked about that. Jaylen Brown is a 76er. That's insane. I almost thought about putting the Celtics there because I thought it would have been cool to have Celtics 76ers. And then Paul George, Jaylen Brown, that kind of thing. But yeah, I went to 76ers, and I actually have the 76ers in the championship.
See, I myself have the Knicks winning it. I see where you're coming from with Detroit, and I mean the Knicks winning the Eastern Conference Finals. I see where you're coming from with Detroit because they are just a really good young team. My concern with Detroit is that they're still running Jalen Duren as their center.
Yeah.
And the Jalen Duren situation right now is something that it was like, I get why the Pistons were a little hesitant to hand him the money, or they are hesitant to hand him the money that he wants.
Yeah.
Because Jalen Duren got bullied against every other center in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, absolutely dismantled. Even in the first series against the Orlando Magic.
Yeah. I mean, that's
like
fair.
the fact that it took the Pistons 7 games to beat wild card number 8.
Yeah.
That realistically could have been you guys. Like that could have been the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Detroit Pistons, who looked very human for a number 1 seed. Now, they also got Isaiah Joe from the Thunder as well, who is a really good 3-point shooter. But it's like it's just the center position that really scares me, and it's like,
yeah,
that's why. Who did they end up losing to? They ended up losing to the Cavs.
Yeah,
and it's like the Cavs don't have a super crazy center either, but just Jared Allen looked every center that the Pistons played, the opposing center just looked that much better.
Yeah, imagine them versus like Wemby. Like Durant versus Wemby would be insane.
It would be like a nightmare for the Pistons.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Or the now what is it? Miami. Like
that's what I was gonna say. Like
yeah,
I could see the Pistons maybe being like a 3 seed or like a like a 3 seed going up against the 6 seed, and then the Miami Heat are like the 6 seed, and they get knocked out because they just can't deal with Wemby or not Wemby with Giannis.
yeah. I get that. It would be. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy. I mean, we could see it like they could literally be like a 1 or a 2 seed, right? And then Miami, known for their getting into the play-in situation and then having to face them, and they knock them out as a 1 or 2 seed. Like I wouldn't be surprised at that either. We'll have to see how it lines up, but yeah, I do think they are a good team overall. We'll see though. I understand the question there. And Durant does have to play better, or they have to find someone else. I mean, I just don't know. But I also agree. Like I understand like the hesitation there because you don't really know. Like you don't really know what you're gonna get with him there. Like because if it's like this last one, like you don't have a chance to make it out of the conference. But I didn't have him out of the conference. I have 76ers. I have my finals is Spurs and 76ers. And I was like, I'm gonna go for storylines because I'm like last generation GOAT, current generation GOAT. Will LeBron get another ring? Can Wemby finally get his first ring? But I do understand the Knicks too. The Knicks are good. But I don't know, man. Isn't Mitchell Robinson on the set? Who does Mitchell Robinson play for now?
He's now on Boston.
Okay, yeah. I almost went Boston. Boston because of that. Thinking Boston 76ers, but I don't know.
It's like I don't even hate the replacement that the Knicks got for Mitchell Robinson. They got my guy, Andre Drummond.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. New York's going to be good. Will they be able to have a magical run again next year, though?
I don't see why not.
So what's your
core.
finals then? Sorry.
Same thing as last year.
Mm.
I have Knicks Spurs rematch again.
All right. Is he going to finish the same?
Yes.
Oh, New York going back to back. They will if that happens, the city of New York will secede and name Mom Donnie their president. If he wins two NBA finals as the mayor. And that's, I mean, bro, they'll be like, this is the greatest mayor ever. All that he's done there. I love the video of like him and Kat. I love Kat, by the way. They're absolutely hilarious. And I started to really like them and pull for them during the whole run too. But it's just, it was a good team. It was a magical season. I think it's going to be tough to replicate, but I get it. I do have the Spurs winning, though. I do have the Spurs beating the 76ers. That, because I was like, Wemby finally gets his ring, and then LeBron passes the torch. I don't know if LeBron would try to run it back if he lost on the finals. He may just bow out there. Because, we're on, like, will LeBron go now? Because, like, he signed a 2-year deal, right? It's like 2-year, $8 million.
Yeah, it was a 2-year with, like, I believe it has a player option as well. So he could just call it quits after this season.
Yeah. If he wins, I think he does. For sure. But if he lost in the NBA Finals, would he too? That's the question. I don't know. But I think he makes it back. But I'm going to go with the Spurs winning it. But yeah. So Spurs for me, Knicks for you. Let's run it back. Yep. I'm fine with that final too, by the way. I think that'll be an interesting one. Start spreading the news. It's happening, baby. It's happening.
Yeah, I definitely think this upcoming season will be fun just because of all of the movement that has happened. Mainly in the Eastern Conference. I think the West is kind of I feel like the West is the more boring division. Do I think it's stronger? Absolutely. I think the West is the stronger division right now. But I feel like the Eastern Conference is more fun now with Jaylen Brown, LeBron on the Sixers, with the New York Knicks just being who they are,
Right.
with the new look Celtics now without Jaylen Brown, and now you have to have old Paul George to see what he could do.
Right.
Orlando, what could they do? You guys, I really think Charlotte is, and you're gonna find this weird, but I think you guys are better off without LaMelo.
We'll see. I think that'll depend. Like once we move the assets or like do something with them, I do think that there's a chance. Like I understand. Like Kobe and White and LaMelo, they're not much different age wise, and Kobe, while he doesn't have the ceiling that LaMelo has, he definitely doesn't have the injury proneness that LaMelo has, and I understand that, and I do like getting Naz Reid overall. We do need a true center. I was glad we got rid of Miles Bridges, but we need a true center, like because Diabate is probably going to be there, and Kalkbrenner's not bad either, but like power forward's going to be Naz. I don't know. Overall, we'll just see what the case is there. But I do like having Naz Reid there. We do need a true center. I kind of wish we would have been able to get in on the Giannis thing, though. Honestly, if we were going to trade LaMelo, I'm not, and we may have, and it just wasn't a good enough deal. I really wish that we could have like offered LaMelo and some picks to get Giannis, because then there would be a lot more happiness. It's underwhelming as of now. I don't think it's a terrible move. I do think that we had some good trades, and we do have some decent depth, but I don't know. I mean, it's my team. It's not like I'm gonna pull for somebody else, but we're just gonna. I mean, I have to kind of ride it out and see what happens. I'm hopeful. I'm cautious. I like LaMelo. I hope he does well in Minnesota. And
So you guys also have the worst person ever. I'm sorry.
the worst person ever. What are you talking about?
I don't like Grayson Allen. I
Oh
think he's a
yeah,
dirty player.
no,
I think
I
he's a
get that.
dirty guard.
I get that. All right, back to the Duke days. I get you 100%. I saw we traded for him. I was like, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, we do fleece the Suns though. I wish we would just trade with the Suns. They need to get better players because I don't know what it is, but we always fleece the Suns. I know he's dirty though. I'm not gonna deny, like, at least it's on the court this time, bro. I'll take that over a Miles Bridges situation any day. But like,
that's hilarious. Yeah, no,
uh,
I get that though. I'm just referring to, as myself being a Bulls fan, the series that the Bulls had against the Milwaukee Bucks, the one time that we made it into the playoffs,
yeah,
and Alex Caruso was driving to the net, and Grayson Allen just kind of like swatted him out of the air, and I think he broke his hand.
Jesus.
Like it was bad. It
He
was
broke
something along
Caruso's
those
hand.
lines. Yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
of the way that Caruso landed.
Yikes.
It was ugly, but I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I think that, like I said, I think the Eastern Conference will be a very fun division. Not only like
Pacers.
I even think the Wizards are going to be good.
Yeah, that's interesting. Pacers are going to be back, maybe. Tyrese Halliburton being back. Knicks. It's going to be a juggernaut. It's going to be hard. We talked about like the Atlantic and the hockey, but like
Right.
the Eastern Conference is going to be tough. I can see some good teams not making even the play-ins. Or the decent teams, maybe not good teams, but like, be like, oh, they could win on a good day, they could beat anybody on a good day. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to get a top 6 spot, bro. I don't want to be in the play-ins so bad. I don't know if it happens this year. We'll probably be in the play-ins, but like,
I'm just excited to watch Bulls number 4 pick Caleb Wilson play basketball.
he's good, man. He's good. Something about Tar Heels that go to the Bulls. Decent. Maybe this will be like the last one that gets traded to Carolina.
No,
Yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah. All right, fine. Well, I got Spurs. You got the Knicks. 2026, 2027 NBA playoffs prediction. Hope you guys like that one. Another NBA. We're popping out videos today. But I hope you guys enjoy that. Leave a like, comment who is going to win the NBA 2026 to 2027 season. Again, like the hockey one, we'll come back about mid-season, like All-Star break. And, well, we're not going to be gone until that moment. But, like, we'll come back during that time, and we'll discuss what we think is going to happen from that moment, and then we'll do a playoff preview at the end of the season. And we'll look back. We'll look back at these at some point and see like how we predicted and how we did. But thanks, everybody. Again, make sure you subscribe. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you are wanting more NBA content, let us know. But yeah, comment who you think is going to win. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.